astronaut Edwin Aldrin Jr. would pilot the lunar module. And astronaut Neil Armstrong would serve as mission commander. Armstrong would be the first man to step upon the moon.
This is astronaut Neil Armstrong, command pilot for the Apollo 11 moon landing mission.
Apollo 11 is man's first attempt to demonstrate the ability to go to the moon, to land there, and to return to Earth.
This is astronaut Edwin Aldrin, lunar module pilot for the Apollo 11 moon landing mission.
One of the first things that we will be engaged in is making immediate decisions as to how long we'll be staying on the surface.
This is astronaut Michael Collins, command module pilot for the Apollo 11 mission.
We now will be able to offer to human beings the option of either walking on the surface of the Earth or walking on the surface of the moon, or hopefully some not too far distant date, the option of walking on the surface of some other planet.
July 16th, Apollo Launch Day. In the early hours of the morning, beneath the towering structure of the launch pad, 3 astronauts prepare for a journey no human has ever taken before. Ahead of them stands the mighty Saturn V, a machine taller than a 30-story building and powerful enough to escape the gravity of our planet. At its peak sits the spacecraft of the Apollo program, designed to send humans nearly 400,000 kilometers across space to the moon. For the crew of Apollo 11, this moment represents years of training, engineering, and human ambition. Within hours, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins will leave Earth behind. Millions of people around the world are watching. In homes, schools, and crowded living rooms, televisions glow with a single image, a rocket carrying humanity's greatest gamble. For decades, reaching the moon had existed only in imagination. Now, in a matter of minutes, that dream is leaving Earth. July 19th. Apollo 11 slows down and goes into orbit around the moon. The Earth, now 238,000 miles away. The astronauts begin preparations to land on the moon's surface. Astronaut Collins remains behind. The lunar module begins its descent to the moon. The command module gains a new name, Columbia, and the lunar module is now called the Eagle. Inside the Eagle are Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. The small lander begins its descent towards the moon's surface. Below them lies a silent landscape of craters and dust, untouched for billions of years. Guided by a primitive onboard computer and Armstrong's steady hand, the spacecraft moves lower and lower. Fuel is running low, every second matters. If they succeed, humans will walk on the moon for the first time. Mission Control watches anxiously from Earth. Every second counts. Just a few meters above the surface, the spacecraft slowly settles towards the lunar ground.
Okay, engine stop. We copy you down, Eagle. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Above the surface, the sky is completely black, even during the lunar day. "7 hours had passed. Essential preparations are complete. Armstrong opens the Eagle hatch and begins his climb down to the moon's surface. Because the moon has no atmosphere, there is no wind or weather to change the landscape. Footprints and tracks left by astronauts can remain there for millions of years.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Neil Armstrong begins exploring the strange new landscape. Alongside Buzz Aldrin, Armstrong collects rocks and soil samples that will later help scientists understand the moon's history. They also set up scientific instruments designed to study the lunar environment and detect moonquakes. The astronauts also placed a special reflector on the surface, allowing scientists on Earth to measure the exact distance between our planet and the moon. Aldrin describes the view as magnificent desolation. The American flag is raised on the moon alongside medals honouring American and Soviet spacemen who lost their lives in earlier space tests, and a small disc carrying messages of goodwill from 73 nations on Earth. A plaque on the lunar module reads, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind." Through a television camera, viewers around the world were able to watch the astronauts as they walked and worked on the moon. Despite the heavy equipment, the astronauts felt they could move easily about the surface. In addition to collecting rock and soil samples, the astronauts deploy a seismometer on the lunar surface. This highly sensitive instrument will detect vibrations from meteor impacts and subtle movements deep within the moon, helping scientists better understand the moon's internal structure. A 100 prism laser reflector would help man to measure the exact distance from moon to Earth to an accuracy of 6 inches. These were the first of many experiments which would be taken to the moon to provide man continuing and increasing knowledge about the moon and the vastness of space.
For all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light.
Across 6 successful lunar landings, 12 astronauts walked on the moon. They collected rock samples, deployed scientific instruments, and conducted experiments that transformed our understanding of the moon's geology and the origins of our solar system. For nearly a decade, humanity pushed the boundaries of exploration farther than ever before, but after Apollo 17 in 1972, the final mission of the Apollo program, Human Journeys to the Moon, came to an abrupt end. For more than 50 years, no human has returned. By the early 21st century, scientists realized the moon was the gateway to deep space. The moon contains valuable resources, including water ice trapped in permanently shadowed craters near its poles. Water can be turned into oxygen, drinking water, and even rocket fuel. This meant future missions could use the moon as a refueling station for journeys to Mars and beyond. NASA, the Artemis program. Four pioneers will fly to deep space. will launch on 8.8 million pounds of thrust. They will pilot Orion and test its life support systems. They will venture 600,000 miles around the moon and back. And we will bring them home at 30 times the speed of sound. Launching soon. Thank you.